Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope you had a wonderful day back at school yesterday. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, and it is a day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself to just arrive. I encouraged you yesterday to arrive at the moment, to soak it in, to be present, to allow those blessings that are going on right in front of you, right beneath your nose, to notice them. But those blessings, those moments have gone by. And now we're on Tuesday, January 4th. And let's not get too caught up about later on Tuesday or even January 5th. And in the same way, I don't really want you to worry too much about yesterday, even though I did tell you to pay attention to those moments yesterday. We are now in the here, and let's pay attention to what's going on right now. So use our eyes and just scan your environment and find something that catches your attention and just study it, look at it, identify what it is. Think about the textures that you see. The shapes and the different shades of colors on this item that you are now noticing with your eyes. Take a breath in with your nose and out. What do you notice with the smells in your environment? Remember, smells are great at giving you a reminder of something else, right? So what do the smells you notice remind you of? Same thing with your ears. Just listen. Once again, you'll notice that there are a few things with regards to sound that you're noticing now that you didn't notice before. And finally, with your skin, what do you feel? Whether it's your clothing, whether it's the air, whether it's an itch, whether it's a soreness, in one of your muscles. Maybe you're an athlete, you play sport, and you really worked out, yesterday, and now you're feeling sore. That's a sense of touch as well. Okay, so let's use whatever breathing technique that works best for you, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use a hot cocoa method. All right, so let's go ahead. Take that first breath in through your nose. Feel your belly full of air. And then slowly let it out through your mouth. Let your shoulders relax. Give yourself permission, guys, just to really notice this moment. Go ahead and breathe in again. If you're smelling the hot cocoa, imagine the smell. The cool air going in through your nose, and then pause and then breathe out. Very good. In again. And out. Now, once you're in the rhythm, just check your attention, check your brain. Breathe out. If your mind is thinking about anything else other than noticing what's going on right here and right now, just be kind to yourself. Breathe in. And redirect your attention back to what's going on at this moment. Not the next moment, not yesterday, certainly not that. Breathe out. And also take into account what feelings you've got today. What are you bringing to school? Happiness, positive feelings, feelings that you enjoy that are pleasant. Breathe in. Or maybe even feelings that are less pleasant. Worry, right? Anxiety, nervousness. Breathe in again. Don't get caught up in why you feel that way. Just notice those feelings, whether they're pleasant or unpleasant. Just sit with those feelings. Breathe out. I know, even those unpleasant feelings, don't ignore them. Acknowledge them. Let them in. Pay attention. And then they will tell you what they need to tell you. Breathe in. And move on to the next moment. Now, in a moment, you're going to hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you once again for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's great. I love that you are still doing it with me. I love that some of these things that we talk about in the morning announcements are things that you continue to do, even if it's just finding me or a friend or somebody else at the school and telling them you like them just the way they are. That's awesome. And, before we move on to review the 3 Bs, I want to tell you, if you've not done the mindful breathing, these breathing exercises in a different environment, you ought to do it. Yesterday's video, I was outside on a foggy and rainy day. And you know what? Not a lot of us love rainy days, but if you sit and you just make sure to work at enjoying it and you start noticing it, I'll be honest, even after I stopped that video, I just sat there and enjoyed it. I listened to the sounds of the rain and the trickling water. I smell nature. Everything that was a little bit different than what I'm experiencing right now in this room. So you should try too. All right, we have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, be respectful to yourself and to others. And yesterday, I got to tell you what, I saw a lot of respect. You guys came right out of winter break, and you guys are kicking off the year 2022, and you guys are listening that needed to be to the people that needed to be listened to. People were respectful back to you. You guys rocked. And yeah, I did see you guys. I saw you guys walking around to different areas around the school and talking about what respect and responsibility and readiness look like in the hallways or in the cafeteria or in the bathrooms. And you guys came up with some great stuff. 2 thumbs up to you. Also, show that you're responsible. Responsible with your hands, with your feet, how you use the things you can control. Because yeah, in life, you can actually control a lot of things. It's really about how you control them, right? Our hands can be hurtful. We all know that. I choose not to make them hurtful most of the time, right? And if I do, I know I need to apologize for that. Same thing with the words that come out of my mouth. I want to use good and kind and compassionate and helpful words, even though I know my mouth can also do hurtful words, right? So what are you doing to do the good, the best part of you? And finally, show that you're ready to learn. Learning is not easy. We all know that. Don't give up. Choose not to give up. Yesterday, there's a kid in 2nd grade who was, reading some words with his teacher in the morning, and he's a kid that I've been really challenging to win each day, and I just loved how he just gave it his best try. And it was easy. I think that same kid would have been really frustrated, might have even gotten angry for how challenging some of those words were in the past. But my proudest moment was, even if he didn't get everything right, he gave it his best shot. And that was the best he had to offer. And I was so proud to be able to see him just do that. That was cool. All right, we have our character trait of January, and that's tolerance. And you already know, one thing I love about you is how different you are. Every single one of you is unique. Different. You guys are creative in your own ways. You guys like different things. You guys you guys have different tastes. You guys choose different ice creams on Fridays, right? Because somebody might prefer the ice cream sandwich. Somebody else might prefer the popsicle. The fact that we're different is the most amazing thing. I don't even just want to tolerate it. I accept it. I celebrate it. I love that you are so different. And yeah, that's what's great about our teachers too and our staff. No one person is the same. And there are some people in this world who like to make fun of how different people are. Maybe if they live in a igloo, for instance, if you remember that video, and instead of laughing, some of us really started figuring out that we really ought to celebrate it and be kind and be curious. And maybe it's not the kind of house you want to live in. Maybe it's not the thing that you want to do, but it's kind of cool that your friend or this other person you're talking to does do all that. and it's different. So celebrate that. And finally, you need to hear this from me. I love you just the way you are. Okay, I love that you're growing. I love how you're changing. Just how you are isn't just this thing that doesn't change. You change. You're growing. You're going to look different 20 years from now. So who you are now includes how you're changing. I love you just the way you are. So keep changing, keep growing, keep celebrating your differences, keep being proud of those differences, keep going for your goals, keep showcasing the best version of you, not the frustrated, but the best and positive, encouraging version of you. All right. So I love you just the way you are. Go find other people, tell them the same thing. All right. Have a great day. Can't wait to see you guys around.